Lambeau Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Second down coming up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Aggies are in the hurry up.
Third down coming up.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll pull it down and run. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the shot. And the pass hits, picked off. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Touchdown. Notre Dame.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Is good. That makes the score Notre Dame 7, Texas A&M 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Trying the left side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Texas A&M going up tempo.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air, it's Hurley. Buys a little time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
First down for this offense. On the run, it's Segal. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks. Their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On the run, still looking. He'll fire to his right. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because he cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. This is a designed run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. The give from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Aggies want to move quickly. Quarterback will audible. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Notre Dame 7, Texas A&M 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Fires downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're bringing heat. Skips away from pressure. He turns it loose to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Back to throw, it's Hurley. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Coming after it. That's reeled in. It's Burks. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Hurley. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The offense starts with a short field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. fast motion from the offense. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
He rifles one deep down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Peters. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Trying to get to it. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The aerial assault continues. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a... on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to throw, it's Hurley. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the move. Got enough for the first down. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one. A&M comes back out with another first down. A run for the quarterback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. 1 more snap coming before halftime. On second down, they'll take to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. inside the 20, chance for great field position. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game. Afterburners coming. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now, 1st and 10 from the 22. They'll give it to him again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for the score! And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really...
Touchdown, Irish! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To throw, it's Hurley. Feeling some heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Excellent job working through the air. And that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Texas A&M going quickly. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
And it's his 4th interception of the game.
Intercepted by Notre Dame. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And now this offense will take the field again. Takes a handoff. It's Siegel. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Complete downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to pass. It's Hurley. He'll pull it down. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Texas A&M going up tempo. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to...
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here.
Notre Dame, 28. Texas A&M, 7.
Ready up.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Come on, set.
Quarterback checking the play.
Cross. Gaucho.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. They're trying to get to him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Notre Dame, 28.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Set to advance on the play.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This offense set up with a 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The designed run for the quarterback. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and Confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. They're bringing heat. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Texas A&M going quickly. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic with his feet. Hit as he throws. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He slings it deep to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs.
Open runway ahead. The 40. At the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They want to run this quarterback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Hurley. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air, it's Hurley. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the